More than 10 million Americans suffer from chronic pain, and chronic pain has no universal definition, and everyone experiences it differently. Broadway star Kristin Chenoweth and Dr. Mandy Francis join me to discuss the stigma around the disease. Kristin, Dr. Francis, thank you for sharing your time with us.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you.
So Kristin, please explain, what is your chronic pain and what does it feel like to you?
Oh goodness, I was in an accident in 2012 that was a head and neck injury and ribs, and it's a kind of a constant numbing and tingling feeling. So it just depends. The word chronic obviously means it's always there. It just depends on what level it is. And through working with my doctor and physical therapy and all different types of treatments, I've found a way to continue to do what I love to do, but that's why this whole campaign has been so important to me. It has given me an opportunity and a platform to be able to speak about it. So many times we don't want to say that we're in pain or that we have a problem, and especially in show business, then you're viewed as maybe not hireable or weak. But I want to finally say, after all these years, this is something I deal with every day, and it's like the light turned on, like a lantern with a light just came on and went, yes, you can talk about it now. So that's one of the reasons I'm here.
So at what point did your attitude change that you felt comfortable to talk about it?
Honestly, the truth is, this campaign, I felt like if not me, then who? I also want people who have all different kinds of jobs, who sit at a desk, who are stay-at-home moms or dads, to really understand that it's, you know, chronic pain disease is not picky, and it is a disease, and a lot of people deal with it. And I've been sitting with Dr. Francis for several days talking about how many people suffer with it, and I didn't even realize. I just kept thinking, suck it up and keep going, you know?
So in that case, because, you know, in front of the camera and on stage, no one could tell that you were dealing with this. So before the campaign, before you had that outlet, how did you actually find a way to push through? Because as you know, there is a stigma, and as you mentioned too, you kept it quiet for so long, since 2012 when you were on The Good Wife.
Yes, I did. I really pushed it way down. Here's the ways I've helped myself. I'm a very lucky girl. I have a mom and dad who I trust very much, who helped me through it and helped me heal for the first 6 months. And then I also talk with my very closest friends. And when I get close with a coworker, for example, I worked with Sean Hayes doing Promises on Broadway, and I would say to him, today's not a very good day. And he would say, I got you, girl. I've got you. I've got your neck. I've got your back. I'm holding your hand. And there's freedom, and it makes you feel safe, and makes you feel, then it doesn't have to be a big deal. Then the person knows, and that has been very helpful to talk about it, you know?
Okay, well now we're here in 2019, 2020, you have the This Is Pain campaign. So where can people go to find more information about it, and what are the resources that are there?
They can definitely go to thisispain.com or at thisispain and hashtag social media. We want to hear from you. We want to hear other people's stories, how people are dealing with their different treatments, and mainly so that they don't feel that they're by themselves.
Right. We want patients to feel comfortable to speak up, to find resources that they can get help, and to understand that we hear them, and we do want to help them, and we want to educate those around them that this is a disease, and we have to work together to make their quality of life and functionality better. And to do that through the This Is Pain campaign, we want them to know that we do care, and we do want them to have that platform to speak and get their voice out there.
So in that case, doctor, what are some of the issues that you saw to really bring this to light, to make a campaign?
Well, you know, as you said, you have over 10 million Americans that suffer from chronic pain, and, you know, even Kristin said she didn't want to talk about it. You know, she was afraid to bring it up, and we know, I see chronic pain patients all the time, and I do understand that there's so many people that don't get it. There's so many people that they don't even know what their options are. And I'm sure that there are patients out there who haven't even sought help. They don't even know where to start. We want them to know that there are places to go, there are people to talk to. We also want people to feel to help people understand what it is that they're going through so that they can help them get some help. Maybe somebody will say, hey, I know somebody who's got chronic pain. They don't like to talk about it, but maybe I'll have that conversation with them, and maybe together we can go to the thisispain.com and hear the other stories and see what the options are out there. So we just wanted to do this outreach to say, hey, we get it. It's a disease. We need to help this. We need to do something about it. And at this point, 10 million Americans, we just need to outreach to everybody we can.
Absolutely. And Kristin, just one more question before we go. Because you're such a role model and now you have this on your plate to really help everyone, for people who are starting out in the TV or acting business, what advice would you give them after all of your experience and after everything you have gone through in your career?
Oh, goodness. I would say to them, if you can't see yourself doing anything else and being happy, then you're doing the right thing. If you can, you should go do that other thing. But if you love the business and you love being an artist and creating, and I don't mean fame, I mean art,
Yeah, true
then
love.
go for it.
Both of you.
Go for it.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
More news and weather after the break. Stick with us.